Why, hello, everybody. It is I, yours truly, here in the Mortal Kombat channel. That's right. Well, mostly that my name. Well, you guys can say that my name, by the way, is that it's been quite some time. Pretty much. It's been quite some time, exactly, here on the Mortal Kombat channel of the Scorpion and Sub-Zero channel that I do my own voices of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, known as Hanzo Sashi, and, of course, pretty much the character that is Kuai Yang as Sub-Zero, that I do my own impressions of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And before anyone asks, is that how long have I not been on the channel for a while? Is that it's been quite some time, to be honest, if I was being frankly honest with you, by the way, that it is my face, by the way, that I want you guys to know that, I do my own voice of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, which you guys are definitely seeing a very interesting look in person by myself, by the way, which I want to let you guys know, by the way, the reason of how and the reason of whom, by the way, of why it's been quite of a time and been a while on this Mortal Kombat channel is that, let's just say that things, by the way, well, in honesty, by the way, in most things exactly I've actually been dealing with, by the way, is like, oh, I've been kind of dealing with like the consoles lately. Like that's been a problem in my own butt lately since, well, pretty much like the Wii U thing is needing to be hooked up as well and other things too. But, all of besides that, by the way, that I think, like I said, I want you guys to know that for the reason why I've not been on my laptop making content, by the way, of like MK content as usual, is that let's just say that I finally have moved to another state, which is a good thing, by the way. And yes, you guys will get to see more Scorpion and Sub-Zero content, and will more be amazing yellow and blue ninja content stuff, which, as usual and per-usual of MK characters, the most powerful fighters exactly that remains to be ever. So, if you guys do understand why it's been quite of a time and while to bring that back again, is that, for once, by the way, I may and will bring that back again because due to the coincidences of my laptop not wanting to cooperate or listen, is that, that's probably why I've not like touched the laptop and stuff. I mean, I've been kind of been busy on my other content stuff. Like for example, like let's just say I was outside the channel, by the way. I was still in YouTube, but outside the channel, I was busy on other videos to kind of get them already done, on like a few other channels on my left side, by the way. That was like on my main channel and stuff, and technically other things, by the way. I've been trying to like, scramble things a little bit and get things completely, how should I say this in the other way? Like, the, awesomeness thing. It's just like, I think I've been trying to get videos perfectly done and perfectly well organized and very well amazing content stuff lately that I've been focusing on pretty much likely. And just want to let you guys know, I promise you all that once my laptop finally comes into play, exactly once like my laptop is finally come into play and finally get more content out with more cosplay, by the way, of more Scorpion and Sub-Zero stuff, that I do my voice of Scorpion for existence. I'm going to be doing my own voice of Scorpion. I was saying is like, I am Scorpion, Scorpion of the Shiwa Ryu. Yeah, that's how I did my voice of Scorpion. Trust me, I do a very good Scorpion voice if I probably did, which I still do in most reasons. That, yeah, I do that. And for Sub-Zero, by the way, I've been trying to do a deeper voice of Sub-Zero. I've been saying is this: I am Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. And for those who trespass the Lin Kuei, you're gonna be freezed to a freeze fatality. I've been doing that as well. I mean, trust me, I got the voice pretty well, pretty done. Lately, I've been doing that as well, pretty much. So, yeah, that's pretty much another reason why it's been a while since I have not, like, got Mortal Kombat content out for a long decades of time for a while, which, trust me, and for much examples, I'll let you guys know when the laptop, for example, that I might try to be able to kind of like get that back and bring more of that back to continue, which, I've been focusing from like game to game, which of course have to stay on like the basic of the timeline of the game just to stay in the current order that I'm just talking about. So all I can say in further notice and detailed, we're just going to have to kind of see what happens and what continues, much more likely to see what happens and much likely more. So if you guys do enjoy this interesting video and this quite of interesting conversation that you guys are seeing my face reveal just in this Mortal Kombat channel, yes, I do my own voice of Scorpion and Sub-Zero because I actually been doing pretty good voices of those characters again, and I would definitely sure as hell would love to continue to get that back again and do the same cosplay, by the way. And of course with like the cosplay ninjas, by the way, of yellow and blue, that I'll try at least my best to see what would pretty much would fit, by the way, since of course I might need to focus on getting like, oh, let's just say, for example, that I think I might as well say in much likely about like, oh, for instance, about like gaming and reaction stuff that I do pretty much would want to bring back a little bit and just bring much of that back. But as it tells me the other way, otherwise, that yes, the event, by the way, of the characters exactly would be like, oh, pretty much it'll be like an interesting battle between like the 19s era games, by the way. Example, let me just tell you guys this for good news of info. Let's just say that I am going to kind of likely prepare to bring like, oh, MK1 Scorpion, that is like only 19s only. And remember, only 19s only. That's it. Like MK2 Sub-Zero, UMK3 Scorpion, and MK4 Scorpion, and pretty much a few Scorpions and a few Sub-Zeros that am still going to work on the project and will do my own voice of the characters. And I know it's pretty tough and pretty hard to kind of get those out for a while and some time, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to take some time and patience to kind of get something out, by the way. And until the meantime, as I said, this is definitely an announcement to let you guys know that I'm definitely here and definitely back on this channel. But even though I've not made videos for a while, but I'll try my best to get some of them out in this MK channel. So pretty much for Scorpions and Sub-Zeros. But for now, thank you guys for understanding this update. And also, you guys can call me Devin if you want to, or whatever exactly. And yes, I do my own voices of the characters of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And you guys can call me Devin anytime. That you guys can call me Devin. You can call me by my first name, by the way. That I do my own reveals of the characters. So that's all I want to let you guys know about. That, you guys could call me Devin or whatsoever exactly. But feel free to say that anytime. So anyway, this being said, thank you guys again for listening to this video and update of this scenario of how things are turning out right now. That, for me right now, we're just going to have to kind of see what happens. And, just in Nevada right now, I'm actually pretty safe and just enjoying how things are right now, since that's what I'm kind of saying right now, that I think it's doing pretty good right now, which technically we'll see what happens as long as the laptop will finally be able to shape itself up, by the way, and finally allow me to finally get some MK content out, for thank God's sakes, by the way, which, as I said before, I'm not going to be, doing the same thing with the boss fights. It's only going to be about the fighters, by the way. I only did those like a year ago, and a long time ago I did the boss fights already and kind of got them already done, which means the only things that the version of my channel of Scorpion and Sub-Zero are going to do is fight against the fighters. Only fighters, not boss fights, because that's already been done and been finished. So that's all I can tell you for good news and some feedback. That's pretty much what's going to go on. And also, about with how reactions are going to turn out, by the way, let's just say it's going to be a while and a long time for that to happen. So, as I said previously and before, we're just going to have to kind of see what happens and naturally see where the outcome's going to be like or whatever that's going to be. But until further notice, we're going to have to let you guys know and be updated to see what else happens. But as of now, thank you for listening to this video, and of course, update and announcement that yes, I am the voice behind Scorpion and Sub-Zero in this MK channel that I'm making right now. As of tonight, that I want you guys to know, something good might be able to come to happen anyways, by any chance that I'll think of a video and think of something what I can do for this time now, which we're gonna have to kind of see what happens. And even though that I don't make videos sometimes too often, I'll try my best to continue to come back to do this. But until the meantime, like I said, I'll update you guys when I get the chance and for whether that's going to happen anyway. So thank you guys again for waiting. Thank you guys for taking your time and pleasure, as I said before. And I'm going to end the video so that way this video doesn't end in 15 minutes at the length of that long. But anyway, see you guys later. Goodbye. And remember the 4 things anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. Thank you. Anyway, see you guys next time and see you in the next video. Adios and goodbye now.